Hello, this is Peter Bell, and I've got something special to share here today. Mickey Fulp, the Mercenary Geologist, is in Reno, Nevada for the Ely Gold Royalties 2018 AGM. Listen in for a detailed discussion with Mr. Trey, President and CEO, Director of Ely Gold Royalties, and Mr. Jerry Baughman, President of Nevada Select Royalties. Together they've built Ely Gold Royalties into quite an impressive company. Let's learn more. Hello, Mickey, please take it away.
I'll take it away. Hello, Peter. I am at the offices of Ely Gold Royalties right now. We just came off the annual general meeting, and there were no dissident shareholders turned up. I think partly because the time got discombobulated. We all thought it was at 11, and actually the company had it at 10 a.m. this morning. But regardless, I've known Trey for about 10 years now. We first met when he was running analyst tours in Mexico, and I participated in at least one of those. And I've known Jerry, well, we don't really know how long we've known each other, but Jerry's been a Nevada geologist and much more, actually, prospector, landman. And I've been working in Nevada, I hate to say this, but for 40 years off and on now. So anyway, that's how I came about these guys and how I initially got involved with Ely Gold Royalties.
Thank you guys very much. A question for you. I'm curious, how did Jerry and Trey decide to bring Nevada Select Royalties and Ely Gold together? I gather this was a conscious shift from an exploration company to a prospect generator, or even a royalty company. Jerry bringing in dozens of properties took things to another level.
I'll take that one, Mickey. 2015, Ely Gold sold our Mount Hamilton project and entered into a new business model by buying all the assets that Jerry had in Nevada. At that time, it was about 24 properties. And we assumed Jerry's business model, which we thought was unique and worked very well for him as a private company, and put it into the Ely company's model. And going forward, we have been a prospect generator that we are really using a royalty model.
And Jerry, can I ask about your modus operandus?
Yes, I've been prospecting and generating assets here in Nevada for about 30 years. I've vended out properties to all the majors, the Newmont, Kinross, and Barrick, and all kinds of juniors. And during all those years, I've generated a lot of data to help, vend these properties out. And last year, we actually bought the Platoro West database, which was really a great asset, and it's really helped a lot in putting together additional data to be able to vend out more properties.
Thank you all very much. Mickey, anything else to add?
Well, first of all, I'd say I guess I've dated myself. So Jerry's been working in Nevada for 30 years, and I've been working in Nevada for 40 years. So that said, the interesting thing about this company, I think, is it's one of the few prospect generators, and really it is, I think, transitioning more to a hybrid royalty prospect generator model. It's the only one that, or one of the few I know, that projects to be cash flow positive. And Trey, why don't you elucidate on that a bit?
Well, we took Jerry's business model and injected capital into it, which allowed us to not just stake properties, but to also consolidate properties. Again, using the database and the combined database with the properties and data we bought last year. And we use a 100% option model. So we sell the properties or outright and keep a royalty, or we option those properties over generally a 4-year time frame with escalating payments. So that option portfolio, which is now up to about 20 properties, will generate revenue this year of about $2 million. And our overhead, we keep fairly tight. Jerry and I are the only two full-time employees at the company. And so we expect our costs to be, our G&A, around $1 million. So we should be positive cash flowing somewhere in that $1 million area. The other thing that's beautiful about that cash flow and revenue is that those 4-year options lock in. We have a growing income, almost like an annuity, on the books over the next 4 years. We'll have $1.5 million in revenue before we do a single deal next year. And that escalates out to 2021. We'll have about $4 million in revenue before we do a single deal.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Yeah, that's great. So the one thing I've noticed about the company, and one of the reasons I got involved, and they are a sponsor of my website, of course, but I became a significant shareholder, and part of the reason is it's been valued as a prospect generator. And you got a market cap right now of what, about
$5 million.
That's $5 million US, Trey. About $7 million Canadian.
$5 million. Yeah, you look at its peers, and they're valued at 5 to 10 times that. So,
more like 10 to 20 times that, Mickey. Yeah.
Okay. And so our goal here is to get people to realize that this prospect generator model is no longer quite apropos for the company, and it should be valued, we think, along with its peers, which are these hybrid small royalty companies, hybrid prospect generator companies. And finally, for the last question, I'd like to, and either of you guys or both of you could take it, let's talk a little bit about the exit strategies going forward. Because I'm one of these people who think every junior ought to have some sort of exit strategy, the big kahuna where you can reward your shareholders if everything turns out positively.
Well, I'll start with that, and Jerry can add to it. But you look at what we've done in the last 2 years. We currently have a portfolio of over 70 properties, primarily in Nevada. Of those properties, 40 are being worked by third parties. About half are royalty positions we have where we don't have ownership of the property anymore, but the third party is working them. And the other half are in the option portfolio. So we have a very unique situation here where we have so much leverage to exploration that's going on in Nevada, and our third-party partners or sale partners are some of the who's who of majors, mid-tier producers, and well-financed juniors in the marketplace. So I think what you'll see over the years is, as our option portfolio generates more royalties and those properties that are being developed now are come closer or gain production, I think we'll be in the crosshairs of some of the larger royalty companies.
So I'm going to switch gears a bit and ask Jerry a couple of questions. We'll see if he really wants to answer. What's up next, Jerry? What's in those files in the warehouse behind us?
Some pretty interesting projects that we're definitely going out and evaluating now, and so definitely we're going to be acquiring some more projects, and of course after September 1st, I'm sure there'll be a lot more projects. So it's looking great.
So I'm always impressed by the pipeline that this guy sitting to my right is able to generate just time and time again. He's one of the smartest prospector, landman, geologists that I know of in Nevada, and it's a pleasure to do business with these guys. That's all from here for me. Peter, you want to give us a wrap?
I sure do, Mickey. Wonderful to hear from you today, Jerry and Trey. Thanks for the insight into your company. It's really important to have an idea of where things are headed when a company makes a change in direction, as you have. Sounds like you're on a great path now, and I look forward to hearing more. Keep up the great work. Goodbye.
Ciao for now.
Thank you, Peter.
Bye-bye.